Hello and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show where we take you through all the top trending stories of what's happening in and around Dubai. A very happy Wednesday to all. Our top trending stories today are the UAE's cloud seeding planes are in action to induce rain over this coming weekend.
And also, first ever Michelin stars in Dubai have been rewarded.
And a very popular dog shelter in Dubai is on the verge of closure amid rising overheads.
And we've got 6 changes in the UAE Labor Law that you will want to hear about.
But before we get started with our stories, I just want to tell you guys and make you all privy of these murders that constantly take place in our office. And I feel like it's just at this point, I can't. The people need to know.
Murders? What are you talking about?
Murders.
What are you talking about?
Samantha, who just died yesterday.
Samantha?
Maverick, who died last year in the JLT office.
Maverick and Samantha.
The office pets are office pets. They're 2 house flies and we love them so much. Like, they literally, they're the best types of flies. Like, they mind their own business. They sit on the food. They don't sit on you. They just want to live their best lives. And I feel like they shouldn't be killed, Like, they're here for a purpose.
I didn't kill anyone.
You killed Maverick.
Who's Maverick? In the old
one
office?
In the JLT office, you killed Maverick.
If there's no proof, it didn't happen.
I am the witness. And Samantha was just buzzing around yesterday, and she needs to be protected because Ali and Shahir were just on her tail.
Okay. Oh my god, I was on the fly's tail. The fly was roaming around everyone. It was hectic, it was intense.
I saw you going
No, I
it's
didn't
not
use
a mosquito.
I used cue cards. I used cards to attack the fly. But this is how I approach flies, right? They're annoying, they're tiny, and my thought process is fish have the tiniest brains, right? So if you have 4 fish and one of them dies, the other fish are gonna forget about it in 5 minutes, because they have such small brains.
Okay.
So same with flies.
No, but I'm not talking about their partner. I'm talking about
It's not about their partners. It's about them being these creatures that won't remember these things. It's because they're so small.
It's dead. Of course, it's not going to remember that it died.
What about a cockroach? Would you kill a cockroach?
Yeah, I would kill a cockroach.
Okay, there you
because
go.
A cockroach is a pest, right? These are pests.
Yeah, but so is.
But
a fly is a
not
bane of my
it's an
existence.
Insect.
No.
No, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just murder. Flies have a purpose. You need to let them live through, live their lifeline.
I wonder what their purpose is, but also, the flies are the rude ones for even entering the building. Why are flies entering buildings in the first place?
Why are we making buildings where there's nature? Isn't it their space?
She showed us. She proved her point.
Anyway, we can just go in circles about this, but we will talk about cloud seeding instead. Now, the UAE's cloud seeding planes are in action to induce rain over this coming weekend. Just yesterday, we reported that temperatures in the UAE will be touching over 50 degrees Celsius, not over, around 50 degrees Celsius, over the course of this week in certain areas. And to combat the dusty and hot weather, the UAE's cloud seeding planes have been in motion over the past few days to induce more rain from the convective clouds.
So the National Center of Meteorology reported that parts of the UAE, such as Al Ain, have already experienced heavy downpour last night. And for us Dubai peeps, we just gotta sit tight, cross our fingers, and expect some heavy rain this weekend.
Heavy, light, just rain in general is more than welcome.
Honestly, you can't say anything bad about rain if you live in the Middle East. Because it smells good when you're outside. It's gloomy, but in a nice way, It's nice and refreshing, and it's exactly how you want to start your summer.
But that's the thing about cloud seeding, no? When it rains, it pours.
Exactly.
Right?
What more would you want, though?
Yeah. So if you have outdoor plans this weekend, which you probably wouldn't anyway because it's hot, you might want to, just put a hold on those.
Put an umbrella on them.
Yeah.
Or a blanket.
Put a blanket. Another word for umbrella is brollies, and I find it so cute.
I've never heard of that before.
Brollies?
Brollies.
It's a very British slang term for umbrellas.
Never heard of it.
Brollies. Do you feel like you would use it now that you know?
gonna pick up my brolly from there. I don't know, I'm not an umbrella person. Like when I lived in England, never used an umbrella. Like I like being soaked in the rain, going into a building, go like, oh guys, look at me. Like the rain, I did not expect this. But that's my favorite part, and it smells the smell of rain.
The smell.
That's
right.
what does it for me.
It's the smell, but like honestly, okay, the smell, but then your shoes, because you have to walk in all the
Good point.
muddiness, because it's sand mixed with rain, and then the roads are just a mess.
Yeah, like in the Middle East in general, the infrastructure isn't necessarily built for rain.
And the flooding.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not taken into consideration when we have our cities being built all around the MENA region. So that does
impact,
that does result in sticky, muddy shoes.
It does, and now that you have the weather report from us, I would say this weekend calls for hot cocoa, a nice book, sitting by the window, and just like a good old me time.
Blinds shut, like a little nice mood lamp, like
yes.
create the vibe of the century.
We're setting the mood for you this weekend.
Giving winter vibes in summer.
And also, speaking of this weekend, I heard of this one puppy yoga class, which we'll talk about later in the week. But it's cute. Like, they have these really cute, innovative stuff coming up.
Puppy yoga?
Puppy yoga. I'll tell you more about that.
Okay, we'll speak about it later. Moving on, so the first ever Michelin star in Dubai have been awarded. So this means that there's for clarification, if you don't know, the guide awards stars of excellence to selected establishments, and the announcement was made in Dubai yesterday. There has been 69 winners in total, of which the anonymous inspectors commented on how incredible the city's culinary landscape is.
Now, some of the winners include El Restaurante with 2 stars, a star for 11 Woodfire Armani Restaurante, Hakkasan Dubai, which is my absolute favorite, Hoseki Sushi, Oceano, and many more. Other significant awards included a Talented Young Chef Award and a winner for a commitment to sustainability.
And if you're wondering about the selection process, they're based on a universally applied set of criteria. So there's 5 of them, including quality of ingredients, the mastery of cooking, the harmony of the flavors, and the personality of the chef.
And this year's Michelin whole award ceremony was so exciting because it was the first ever in Dubai. And now 69 restaurants have been awarded this.
69, that's insane. But it is well deserved. Like I never have a bad experience going anywhere for food in Dubai. And just having a Michelin star, when you're like stuck with choices and you're like, I don't know what to do this weekend, the Michelin star assures that you're gonna have the best experience. And it's a very, very renowned honor and award. It is setting your place in the culinary world.
For sure. I want to read out the full list of restaurants that we have, because they're pretty extensive. And if you guys are looking for a nice day out.
And this variety, that's the best part. Like, there's like seafood experiences. The chefs also got the honors that they need, and it just, backs them up. It gives them, I was gonna say validation, but not validation. It gives them the, the step up.
Certification?
Yeah, exactly.
The recognition.
The recognition. Yeah, Simran, thanks.
So the Michelin Guide restaurants, right? 3 fills, Akira Bak.
Akira Bak's amazing. I love it.
Do you know this one?
Al Mendulum?
I feel like that's an Arabic one. Al Fanar, Amazonica, Avatara, Avli by Tasha's, Blue Black, Bombay Bungalow, Carnival by Trescent, C'est La Vie, Celebrities by Muro Colgreco, Kipriani,
Nobu,
Clap, Koya, we know that
Perrier
one.
TT,
Hell's Kitchen, Hashi,
Sifu,
Indigo by Vineet.
and the list goes on. There's 69 of them.
Oh yeah,
By the
but
way,
they're really good. Like, we know some of them, like Little Miss India, Mimi Kakoshi, Nobu.
Nobu's so good.
Yeah, you've been.
Yeah.
Trescent, Zuma, of course. It's just, now you know where exactly to go if you're looking for a complete hit and no miss in any way.
And by the way, like, these restaurants really go the extra mile. Like, remember yesterday we were talking about how all these, one of the Flair 5 had all of these flowers interpreted into their meals. All of these restaurants go the extra mile in what they do and what they want to achieve.
Food, presentation, like the whole lot.
The experience, it literally is the experience. I went to Akira Bak once for the shoot, and the chef over there was the nicest person ever. The attention to detail that he put in every single meal. He made 6 meals in 8 hours.
Wow.
6 extremely complicated meals. And just to see like the attention to detail and how much effort was put in, like it makes you have another sense of appreciation.
Very true. And with the amount of work we know that goes on inside of the kitchen, it's just like these kinds of awards where they really, you know, recognize and give so much of credit to these restaurants. I mean, it's a good way to appreciate these restaurants and their hard work.
Exactly.
And we'll move on to our next story, which is very, very sad. Now, a very popular dog shelter in Dubai is on the verge of closure amid rising overheads. Now, the cost of living is on the rise on a global scale. Now, inflation mixed with the impact of COVID-19 has left the world in a terrible economic state. Businesses were forced to downsize. Some were even forced to, they were run into the ground as a result of the lack of funds and sales. Now, NGOs, shelters, and relocation homes suffered a big blow during the pandemic and continue to feel its brunt. And now this heartbreaking reality has hit close to home, very, very close to home for us Dubai residents, with Canine Friends announcing their potential closure.
It's really, really sad. So Canine Friends Dubai, the shelter that's been rescuing abandoned dogs and finding them loving homes for over 30 years, have shared a plea on their social media, asking the community for financial assistance to stay afloat amid rising overheads.
Now, calling on all animal lovers, the organization said if Canine Friends do not receive immediate help, they will be forced to close the doors within the next few months. And with no official financial help, we can no longer sustain the financial burden of DIWA, maintenance, insurance, staff cost, and vet bills that are all associated with running a rehoming shelter. Our running costs are on the average of 80,000 dirhams per month. Now, of course, you can visit their website, which is caninefriends.com, or call 0488788739 to help or to ask them for more information. But if you do have the means, they have 120 dogs that are looking for either foster homes or sponsorships or adoption. So do help out in any way that you can, even if it's as little as spreading the word or donating a certain amount. Like, please do. I mean, these are helpless dogs. It's a shelter. They're doing good, and they need our help now.
100%. Like, this is, at the end of the day, a charitable cause and a foundation that they're just trying to help, you know? And what you said is very true. You speaking to someone else and telling your friends about it, word of mouth is the best way to spread the message.
Yeah.
Like, that's factual, you know? So the more people you tell, the more people they're going to tell. And who isn't a dog lover, you know? So the word will spread like wildfire. But yeah, it is really sad. They've been doing so much. I've been in Dubai for the last year and a half, and the amount of times I've heard about Canine Friends and everything that they've been doing, it's been amazing.
That's so true. But of course, as you spread the word of mouth, do action it as well. You know, it's not just about telling and raising awareness. It's like what you do with that awareness. And we have the means to help out. It's a local charity. It's a local NGO. It's a local rescue home. So what we can do is, you know, donate in dirhams as much or as little as we can. Like, every contribution helps. And of course, like, if you're looking for a dog, adopt and not shop. Head down to Canine Friends and maybe foster one of the dogs, adopt, take one home, give it a loving home. So many things we can do to help out. And
I would love to.
You would love to?
I would love
Best
to.
not to right now. But no,
after the fly situation that happened earlier, I don't think Simir trusts me.
Fly?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
She's going somewhere right now that I really don't want her to go. So let's move on.
Let's move on.
So there has been 6 changes in the UAE labor laws, from flexible working hours to shared jobs. The latest changes in labor laws have completely altered the employment private sector, in the UAE. And here's a breakdown. So first off, if employees work 40 hours a week in line with their contract, they now have the option to complete these work hours over 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Right? I read this and I was like, this is great. I like this law.
It's like send an email CCing your boss by mistake and go like, oops.
Yeah, literally. Oh, now I wish we had those like clock-in thingies, you know? Just for the sake of it.
Dang it. But another really exciting labor law is teenagers aged 15 and older can now get part-time jobs. We gave this information out last year, but of course, now it's being put into action. And if you're a teenager, you're in school, you're in university, and you're looking for a part-time job, well, there you go. You can now do it legally.
When I was 14 in Oman, I always wanted to work at McDonald's in summer. Like, it was my thing. We had a McDonald's next to the house, but I couldn't work because of legal reasons, as well as my dad saying you're not going to work at McDonald's. But it's amazing because like I always like looked at all my other friends all over the world, and they had this sense of responsibility in a job. So like, I think it's a good idea for teenagers to start.
It really humbles you. Not humbles you. I think it gives you great work ethics to work anywhere from that age.
Exactly.
And it instills that upon you from from your teens, because when you do go in the workforce properly and you're hired at the age of like 18, 19 for a proper full-time role, it's like you go in with those ethics.
Exactly. You're mentally prepared. You have
the professionalism.
Yeah, exactly. You're put into this world of like professionalism, and like everyone's older than you, and everyone has like a certain mindset that you're only just being introduced to. So it does build character. It does build a sense of responsibility.
Yes.
Oh my God, telepathy.
Oh
Look at us.
my God.
Moving on. So employees are also obliged, to give mothers more time off with an extra 15 days at half pay and further 47 days unpaid leave in case of illness, and over 30% increase in leave. Amazing.
Moms deserve this.
Moms deserve everything in the world. They're the most hardworking people.
Honestly, like everything we do is too little for them.
Exactly. Like,
in all senses.
I know. I try sending hearts every night. So my mom is just thinking about me.
Okay. Employees who have lost or left their jobs will have 180 days before their residency visa expires, which was previously capped at only 30 days. Therefore, a significant change, and it gives you that good
leeway? Is that the word?
Yeah, like just a good
grace period.
Grace period, exactly, to find another job, to scout something else, to figure out your situation.
And it's gonna be significantly less stressful. It's an extra 5 months, 6 months. I'm not sure. I'm not a math person.
Yeah.
And also, workers are now entitled to 1 paid leave per week. Oh, okay. That just sank in. Also, 3 to 5 paid bereavement leave, in addition to 5 days of parental leave.
And lastly, the law's latest amendment promote equal rights between women and men and prohibit any discrimination against them to ensure they receive the same pay as men for the sake of work for a job of equal value. Now, employers are also prohibited from using any means of force against workers or threats of penalizing workers to make them work against their will. So these are the new changes to the labor law. If it does affect you, well, there is more information on all of them on our website. So go check them out. Check out the article, read it through, and of course, send it to your boss if need be.
Forward it to your boss. Accidentally send it in the work group chat. Do what you need to. But you know what's really amazing about these laws is that they're considering the minorities also.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's seeing every side and every angle. Like, teenagers are not being considered. Equal rights is something that should be implemented everywhere, not just... Yeah, exactly.
The grace period. I feel like the grace period and the students being able to work are the biggest laws. Like, for me, I would just be like, that's amazing, because I know as a student how much I wanted to work. And it's like...
You never did?
As a school student, no, but it was all internships when I started university. But I could never get like a part-time job because, of course, you can't as a student.
Yeah.
So it's just what? Why are you laughing?
I just remembered something.
What?
Just remember. I don't want to talk about.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you. Fine. You got out of me. You just made me think. When I went to university, I was like, I want a job. I got a job at Subway, and I was super proud of it. And it lasted 2 days, and I got fired.
You got fired?
But if I worked when I was younger and a teenager, I would have had that mentality of professionalism.
What got you fired, by the way?
So I went 2 days, and I skipped the next 3 days. I was like, yeah, I'm coming, and I just never showed up.
Oh my God.
It's really bad of me, but I'm better now. I've grown, and
I was just gonna say, and some things never change.
No, this definitely has.
Has it?
Yeah, for sure.
No? Okay.
Okay, well, we'll end it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, Casey's back tomorrow. Guys, send Casey a bunch of hearts and all your wishes.
Poorly, under the weather.
Yeah, Casey, we love you. We miss you. And guys, same time, same place. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
And take a shower.